Hey Brickheads, Scott with 36 Bricks here. I am super excited as I set up a booth at a local community event all by myself. It was just me and my wife. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so I am super excited to share this because this is my first event where it was just me. My luck didn't want to participate, so I went ahead and did it myself. It was a little last minute. We had about a week and a half to 2 weeks notice, but this was a super fun event. It was your basic community vendor event where they set up at a local high school. They set up a bunch of different vendors, and then they also had, it was Squid Game themed. So if you're not familiar with the show, I don't want to spoil it, go on Netflix, check that show out. It's actually a pretty fun show. But what they did basically in the theme of Squid Games is they had competitions where they went from, I believe, 500 participants down to 2, and the top 2 actually won a cash prize, so up to $10,000. So it was pretty fun. Again, your basic vendor fair where you have local businesses, local vendors with, you know, goodies and, you know, selling different items and all that kind of fun stuff, setting up a booth and all that kind of fun stuff. Now I went through this pretty fast, so I apologize for all the back and forth movements, but the reason for that is because there was a lot of kids. Again, it was just really me and my wife, so I wanted to get back to my booth and have some fun sharing my passion for Lego. So it was, again, a really cool event. They had a lot of neat stuff, a lot of cool local businesses. And this was, again, very last minute for my end, and it wasn't anything on anybody's part other than it's when I saw it on Facebook. So if you guys are into this kind of stuff, check your local Facebook groups because you guys can find a lot of events that are super cool. I would say there was a good 1,000 people at this event all throughout the day, and they had several events going for the Squid Game competition. But as you guys can see, there's a lot of local vendors, and it was a lot of fun. There was a kids zone area where you could play basketball, and there was jumpers and all that kind of fun stuff. And you know, it was a really, really, really good time. It was just fun to sit down with everybody, you know, have a good time, chat with locals, and just enjoy each other's presence. It was a lot of fun. So as you guys can see here, there were some food trucks and some local authors, which was really, really cool. My oldest daughter wants to be an author, so she got to talk to them. And then we had Legos. So in the kids zone, they actually had people that had set up the Lego Technic and had the programming set up. And this game, and I think I showcased it once or twice, but this game is actually like sumo wrestling. So they set up the bots, and essentially they just kind of were pre-programmed to roll around and stay in the box unless they were pushed out. And it was really cool because, I mean, I've done stuff like this at Legoland, but I didn't see it in like a general, you know, audience perspective, which was really nice. But yeah, I mean, it was really cool. It was basically sumo wrestling, but with Lego robots. So that was awesome. Then here are the events. So in addition to the Squid Games, you had local performers, whether they were performing music. These were Hawaiian dancers or Pacific Islander dancers, and then they also had the kids that were rocking and rolling on that. I mean, it was super fun, exciting, and great to see different cultures out there included in these fun events. So in addition to that, the game started off with basically a red light, green light. You started off on the 1 yard line over on the opposite side of the field and got your way over. If you were spotted moving, you were out. It's simple as that. Red light, green light. Now, of course, in Squid games, you die, but in these, obviously, you don't. Then they had Tug of War, which they I think they split people off into teams, and then, of course, they, tugged and tugged and tugged and tugged and tugged until they crossed the line or people fell, and it was a lot of fun. As you can see, there is some people are kind of struggling and some people aren't. But as you can see, I mean, it's just an all-around good family fun event. And that's what it's all about in these community events. It's just hanging out with people in your area, whether it be businesses, community members, your neighbors, all that kind of fun stuff. You just get to hang out, chill, and then have a good time and play a quick game of tug of war. I mean, right? That's the fun thing about, again, these events. So it's a lot of hard work to tug that rope and get it to the other side, but hey, it's also all in good fun. So a lot of people had a lot of fun. Again, they were prepping for other games and other tug of war events, but just kind of shows you some of the activities. They also had wrestling in the gym. I didn't get a chance to go in there. And then later on in the day, they also had musical chairs. And then they also, the last, I think, 5 or 6 people did an obstacle course. And then the last 2 people that ran the obstacle course or finished the obstacle course in the shortest amount of time got to go into these wind tunnels, and they could basically grab cash. Now, and this is what that is. So I didn't really get a chance to film a lot of that, but it was all in good fun. It was basically you had to finish, and then you got your chance to grab cash. Now, this was my booth. As you can see, I showcased the Stark Tower or Avengers Tower. Still working on it. Still have a lot to do on it, but it is still a work in progress. Getting all of the minifigures for Iron Man and related minifigures. Then you have my subway, or both my subways, I should say, because they're easy to view in this event. And then, of course, my Chinese festival, which is always a hit. All right, guys, so there you have it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on 36 Brix.
Ooh, this one's cool. Check this one out. I agree, that one's cool, but this one's awesome. Ooh, I like this one. I just can't stop watching. Well, I like them all, and I'm gonna subscribe. Can you do the same? Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on 36 Brix.